All right, we have some breaking news coming in. Headlines Today has access to a letter written by Devyani's maid to Devyani's sister. In the letter, the maid Sangeeta Richard writes that she is happy at Devyani's home as she is very understanding. Sangeeta further writes that Devyani treats her well and her children as well, and they call her auntie. We've got Gaurav Sawant now joining us on the phone line. Gaurav, take us through the details of this letter. They clearly go on to exonerate any charges that the US has been levelling against Devyani in this case.
Well, this is a letter that Sangeeta Richard wrote to Devyani's family describing how happy she was going to the United States of America, how she was in awe of what was happening there, how Devyani had shifted into a 4-bedroom house, and also how when they went out, it was amazing to see what lovely buildings that they were seeing. The sights were awesome. So she appears to be writing in this email or in this letter that she's enjoying herself in the United States of America. It's in Hindi. This letter that Headlines Today has access to the family. It also goes on to show that the domestic help actually lived with the family in that house, and how she was actually more a part of the family than a domestic help. And in all of this, the family and sources in the government seem to indicate that there is an elaborate immigration racket that appears to be underway. How when maids go abroad, they fall victims to lawyers and select NGOs and so on, and how then they are befooled into being a part of that immigration racket. This is what sources seem to say through this letter.
Also, Gaurav, this goes on to further confirm the conspiracy theory that India has been hinting at as far as the Indian diplomat is concerned.
Oh, absolutely. India is very, very certain, with the External Affairs Minister Salman Khurshid going on record on the floor of the House to say that there's a larger conspiracy behind this, and Devyani Khobragade actually was trapped in a conspiracy, because India has been constantly saying that from the time that the maid disappeared on the 23rd of June, India has constantly been in touch with US authorities, whether it's the New York Police Department or with the US State Department. And unfortunately, the US has never come back with a positive picture on the story, not even once. And, US alleging that India did not come back to the US on these allegations that were being investigated. Government of India says that is so not true. Embassy of India in Washington, D.C. issued a statement giving date-wise details of how India was constantly in touch with the State Department and also with the Embassy of India in New Delhi on legal aspects in this case. And yet the United States chose to do what it did, which is deceitful and completely unacceptable, as Government of India says.
Gaurav, how will the contents of this letter help the Devyani case now?
Well, this case, unfortunately, is now being fought at two levels. One is at a legal level. When the case comes up in court, these documents will be shown there. But India is more interested in having this case withdrawn. They are saying that a case like this is completely unacceptable. It is unwarranted. It goes against the Vienna Convention, and that is why the U.S. authorities need to withdraw this case before relationship comes back on an even keel. You do not behave with diplomats or consular officers in this manner. And the fact that Devyani Khobragade was shifted as Deputy Consul General to the permanent mission in India, in the United States, Indian permanent mission in New York, goes to indicate that now they've given her full diplomatic immunity, and they hope this matter would then be sorted out.
Also, Gaurav, before I let you go, any more details emerging on where Sangeeta Richard is as we speak?
Well, the United States government has confirmed that she is in the United States of America. Her husband and children were ferreted out of India just a day before Devyani Khobragade was arrested. So all of it is a part of a plan that is being executed by the U.S. government. But this is a plan that Government of India says is deceitful. And while Sangeeta Richard is in the U.S., her husband and children are in the U.S., there is a conspiracy that was being hatched, and India was kept out of the loop, even as Foreign Secretary Sujata Singh was in the United States of America, Vedika.